Introducing GeForce TV. GForceTV.net is your new source for action overload. Featuring free live programming year-round and countless hours of on-demand video, GeForce TV will be your first stop whenever you want to see the latest and hottest racing action. See live Friday Night Excitement weekly from Washougal Speedway, and watch the stars of tomorrow make a name for themselves during Thursday night's live microsprint racing. GeForce TV is also the new home for Rivals Race Chat. Watch weekly as Clinton Jeffrey and Adam Ross discuss all the hot topics in the world of motorsports. For iRacing fans, GeForce TV has you covered with hours of live broadcasting from Rivals and GeForce TV Racing Leagues. GeForce TV promises to deliver motorsports, esports, and action sports you want to see, along with talk shows and vlogs to keep you connected to the lifestyle you love. Visit GForceTV.net today to subscribe for free. Sit back, hold on, and feel the G's on GeForce TV.
All right, good evening here, race fans. We're back here tonight for our Thursday night madness here, and want to welcome all the people over there on the GeForce TV side of things. I was talking to Spence. I did not know that the GeForce YouTube side was not on. I got up with Spence during this one here, so at least you're going to get to see the late models here tonight. Some late model action here. Getting set for our Heat Race 1, and that's going to be the cruiseshopfw.com. And it's just like what me and Doug up here has been saying. You know, if you want to get out and about, maybe a vacation, need a vacation.
It's coming. Trust us.
It's coming.
You will.
It is. Absolutely. Check them out at the cruiseshopfw.com. But here we go, Kokomo style. And those street stock earlier there, Doug, those guys.
I watched some of that. That was good.
Wild. But these guys here, they're about to put on a show. These things are fast.
And just to correct you there, Joe, it's not old Doug there. It's much older Doug, okay? Come on, let's tell everybody the truth here, all right?
You can't be that much. You can't be no older than I am. Now, come on now.
I'll be celebrating a birthday that starts with a 6 on my next one as we watch action here. Remember, they inverted the top 4 here, so only 2 qualifying heats here tonight at Tiny Kokomo. We were here the other day. Like this place, I can imagine how tough this must be, Joe, with the late models.
It is, because these late models are very, very fast. You can see right now, remember that, it should be the top 4 transfer up into the feature, and that's Wayne Miller right now hanging on to it. We've seen the low line come in. Ryan Beagle has most notably made that low line work for the past couple of nights here at the GeForce Racing, and right now Jeffrey Barker's falling back to 4th. Steve Shaw Jr. out front, so it is a different night and day feel between a street stock and a late model.
Yeah, couldn't be more different. We talked about how much these late models, the angle that they go sideways when they take that set in the corner, more so even than the sprint cars. But how about Shaw out front looking really good? Goldner in second. Jeffrey Barker, like we said, he was the number 4 qualifier. He's trying the inside of Goldner, but Miller's the guy on the hot seat right now sitting there in 4th.
Absolutely, and you see Miller and Jeffrey Barker right there, but you got to look, Michael Redding, he is sniffing up there, just barely missed out on the street stock race there. It was a drag race between him, so is he going to be able to get up there and take away that 4th place spot?
Looks like Wayne Miller might have just taken away third place, went around the outside. Yeah, we'll put him in that spot. And they're 3 wide now for the final qualifying spot.
And white flags out, final time, here they are. Final turn, is Michael Redding going to be able to hang on to it? He's out of turn 4. Yep, he's going to hang on to 4th place. Boy, Jeffrey right there tried, but Michael Redding was able to hang on to the 4th place final transfer spot. That'll send us up in here to our heat race number 2.
Tough break for Barker, Parker, Vickery, Whitaker, Boydell, and Whipple will all head to the dreaded consolation race as Heat 2 begins to make its way out onto the track.
And that's going to bring us up to the chamber chillers. We were talking a little bit out there off the air here a little bit about the guns and everything. And hey, if you're a gun advocate, if you're not, I mean, that's fine too. Hey, look, everybody has their own thing on it. Yeah. But, check them out at www.chamberchillers.com. And you found out something interesting about what the chamber chiller is. I'll admit I really wasn't too familiar with it, but
neither was I. I had a friend of mine over the house here actually just earlier today, and he's a big gun guy, owns a lot of guns, and I mentioned that we had this sponsor. He goes, that's more for competitive shooters, people with those Henry repeating rifles and things like that, people who do target shooting, clay shooting, things like that. And obviously, as hot as those barrels get, they can warp, all kinds of things can happen. So if you are one of those folks, chamberchillersingular.com is how you can find out more.
There you go. Definitely check them out there, like I said. So appreciate them coming on board here for heat race number 2 here tonight. And it's going to be all guns blazing here. And this heat race is Alex out front.
That was nice. You know that? That was a segue for you boys and girls at home. That's using something to get from one place to another. And you're a pro, Joe. You know that was nice.
Well, Young is about to set to go here. Rob Shaw and company and Ryan Beagle. He pulled off the Street Stock Series earlier on. As 4 drivers here again advance up into the feature and not have to run that consolation race of the B main. Here's the green flag flies are racing at Kokomo.
Notice we have 2 members of the, I believe it's Bacher is how it's pronounced, family that are out there tonight. Ryan Beagle, who just had a good run in his number 84. And we've got Lightning McQueen back out here with Brad Brocker behind the wheel of that.
Yeah, it is. And up front there's Rob Shaw. And you see Brad right there hanging on to the 7th place spot. But Rob Shaw's got his hands full with the young Aiden Young up there. Ryan Beagle. Oh, and Rob's around and then gets tagged, and then Lightning comes up and says, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, he's been in Lightning, has been involved in a couple of things so far. I always wondered how he would look as a late model, and no confirmation yet from Disney whether the next Lightning McQueen movie will be dirt with late models. We're still waiting confirmation on that. And Beagle down low. He's looking good out there. See, my segue was not as smooth as what Joe did earlier, but I'm trying to keep up.
Hey, that's fine. You're doing great. But I'll tell you what, Lance Ripka, though, is a man right there. He is definitely keeping up. He has jumped up to the 4th place spot there. He took over that spot away from Alex as Aiden's still out front. But Ryan Beagle's got this place figured out now. The one thing I'm noticing is he is staying back on that low line. He has found something that he likes down low that nobody else has been able to figure out, and we've got a car. I always call them things donuts, the tractor tires down there.
Yeah, that was Bill Bacher down there. I don't know if he's new or was having some kind of problem perhaps with his connection, but they might look into that.
Ouch. So. Well, Ryan has been, like I say, found something on the bottom of this place. He's done it here this past Monday. He did it in the street stock, and he was able to pull it off there. And right now, he is still hanging on. Now, it looks like he's doing like a diamond style, going into the turn kind of high, dropping it down into the low, all the way through the turn, and then kind of letting it drift up, come out a little bit. But that's the checkered flag. As it said, Ryan Beagle was able to get that from Aiden Young.
Couldn't have been by much at the line, right? I mean,
and I'm going to tell you what, if you watched the street stock earlier, Doug, it was the same exact thing. It was him and Michael Redding came out of turn 4. It was probably a fender between the two, but
wow.
Nonetheless, that brings us up here to our B main, and that's going to be Small Business Game Changers 3D Printing. Now, folks, this right here is Tom Taylor and Company, and Tom Taylor also is part of the Southern Patio Enclosures, who will bring up the feature event here tonight. But our B main here with the Small Business Game Changers 3D Printing. Anybody familiar with 3D printing? You can check them out on Facebook at SBGC3D. That's SBGC3Ds, and also SBGC3D.com. So check out, you'll get a whole world of information on what they do, what they can offer, and what they have. And I know a little bit, and you know a little bit there, Doug, because he sent us some of his products. He 3D printed us some tracks and so forth, so it was great, and it looked great. Appreciate them guys coming on. And the reason I don't really do the initial too much in the B main is because usually when I'm announcing so much, I'm so fast, I know I'm going to end up going SBC 3D and miss the G or something. I'm going to miss it. I know. And I'm
reverse some letters.
Reverse something. Yeah. So, Small Business Game Changers 3D printing.
You have a CAD design. If you're CAD and you've got all these great things you've always wanted to get, but you don't have the 3D printer, this is exactly what he is there for. Send them their designs. They'll print them out for you. You'll be all set, man.
Everyone should make the feature here.
Yes, they will.
And so basically, we've said this a couple times. You're pretty much, this is a free test session. Now, the one guy I have been watching, and for some reason he does this on the street stocks and late models as we go green flag, GJ Boydell does not run the heats for some reason, but he goes right straight into the console. He's done that the last couple weeks now, and not sure if it's just he's like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and race these things and forget about the heat and just to try to see what I can do. But you know, tonight this right here is kind of a test session for him. As we've said it before, as Jeffrey Barker's out front, but GJ Boydell's one that I have seen do this a couple times, not do the heats. He did it earlier with the street stocks also.
And I believe he's already up to 6th place right now. Got the Coca-Cola Christmas Bear on there again tonight, so we appreciate him doing that. Kyle Parker's sitting right there in 2nd spot. Nicholas Vickery, the double zeros, been able to peek underneath him a couple of times, but hasn't been able to get there. But look how sideways Kyle Parker's driving that thing. That is dirt tracking right there.
Yes, it is, and trying to do everything he can. He's hanging down there in the middle of the groove, but down low, Jeffrey Barker, he has another one done at low line. Oh, they almost caught up on some. I've said it a million times on short tracks like this, and this is a huge short track here. I mean, very, very small, that when you get some green flag running, the leader, once they start catching lap traffic, it's danger around every corner. You saw that's about as close as you could come to running over a lap car. Wouldn't have been no fault of anyone's, just so fast, and it just happens out of the blue.
And Chris Whipple, as you can see, he is down a lap, but he is staying with these guys now. That's one of those etiquette kind of things at the racetrack. If you did that in the non-virtual world, you might have some people coming up to you later going, "Hey, look, man, you're a lap car. Why are you racing me for 3rd?" But the virtual world is obviously a little bit different, Joe. So,
well, it is. You ain't got to worry about a guy throwing a steering wheel at you or anything like that. You know, I mean, it might throw you a text message or something. So yeah, so. That's it. So. But either way, you see Chris right there. He's not getting up there in the top side of the groove, not getting in any way around those guys. You already see a bunch of cars, and Jeffrey Barker, the leader, was involved in that one. And I just said it as the white flag flies. We'll go back here on the. Maybe we might be able to go back on the replay because everything happens so quick. Boy, Kyle Parker is going to win it, but we saw a little bit of it live right there. I said it earlier, it happened so fast here, and you saw a lot of lap traffic. It really just kind of nobody's fault that, you know, guys were wrecking in front of him, and Jeffrey just a product of wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, Bill Bacher was the slower car that was in front of him, and he's been having some trouble getting some laps in here. So I guess, I mean, look at that. We had only 6 cars finish on the lead lap. 5 of them finished at least 1 lap down. So a big difference, perhaps, in the points and the skill levels and the drivers here tonight.
Just a little bit. I mean, but it is a tough track here, Kokomo, folks. I tell you what, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here in just a few.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Alright, we're back here, race fans, and feature time here tonight, Kokomo style. Well, that's going to put us up here. We talked about them a little bit earlier there with the Southern Patio Enclosures feature here tonight. Thursday night madness here for the GeForce Racing League. About to say street stocks. Late models, that is.
Super late models.
Yeah, super late models. We had street stocks earlier there, folks, but I tell you what, we got 20 drivers out here, and we saw some mayhem in the heats, but this place has just been mayhem altogether. And I'm going to try to keep up with all the action going on here, so let's see what's up. What's up, Daniel? How you doing out there? Daniel Blau. I hope I got that last name wrong. So Blau. Well, he says he's visiting. He says, on vacation in Kansas, visiting my son and his fiance. Boy, congratulations out there.
I think we had a member of the Blau family racing the other night, didn't we? Because we had to find out how his name was pronounced.
Daniel,
so,
it was Daniel. That's who it was.
It was Daniel.
Because he said, I'm bummed I'm missing tonight's race, but he's on vacation in Kansas visiting his son and his fiance.
We'll cut him some slack then. So have fun.
Flag.
Enjoy the time with your family. Stephen Shaw Jr., Ryan Beagle, Stephen Golder, Aiden Young, Wade Miller, Jack Hitt. They're just the guys that are in the top 6. So all the big names were able to make it up front here, and we'll see what kind of show they put out on this tiny quarter-mile racetrack. Look at Goldner throw that thing. Wow.
You know, and I'm not even going to sit up here and try to fathom who's going to pull this thing off tonight, because Michael Redding had it on lockdown in the Street Stock Series, and we've seen the wild one with the 360 sprints. As up front, Stephen Shaw Jr.'s got it, but I'm watching right now Michael Redding. He's trying a low line. He tried it earlier, but man, he got shoved off down there in the grass for a few moments. He's down there with Ryan Beagle again. Those two guys had a great race. Aiden Young's up there, Stephen Goldner. But Steve Shaw Jr. right now has got clean air, and I know right now he's probably thinking in the back of his mind, please don't have a caution, because, man, they are 3 wide in the back. But again,
got a slower car there in front of them.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to tell you, we saw it in the last of Be Made. Those slow cars can come out. So just because Steve Shaw's out there in clean air does not mean he's out of danger.
No, it does not. If anything, you know, and there's others that are. Of course, I'm looking out in front now. It's going to be a while before he gets to the Bradbacher car. Easy for me to say, but interesting to see out front right now. Shaw has kind of moved his line down a little bit here. He was up to the top, and now we see actually him and Beagle just swapped lines. Now Beagle's way up high, and Goldner still trying that middle bottom line in third.
Yeah, right now it's kind of unusual because Ryan is stuck down to the low line, but then again, different car, different shape here. As you can see, man, Ryan down low and trying to modulate through traffic, but Ryan Beagle's found something up in the cushion just like he found something down low, and here he comes.
And I like that in-car shot you had up there for a moment there, too. That was nice. You got to see what they're seeing as they drive around this racetrack. But Shaw has the lead now as Beagle there trying to make something happen. It looks like Beagle's going to get him every time coming out of the corner, but Shaw is still able to get to the line first.
And we saw that down low earlier with Ryan Beagle in the Street Stock Series, but now these lap traffic up here could play a factor between these two as we're going to watch, as they're going to come up on them here soon. And you see it right there. They're going to have to split the middle on one of them, and Ryan's going up into the wall.
Yeah, Beagle had heavy contact, and around goes Michael Redding as, again, contact with the slower car of Chris Whipple causing the contact.
Going to bring out the yellow right there. Jack Hitt and company there, unfortunately. Chris Whipple involved in that one. Several cars. It said caution, but...
Oh, it's under yellow right now, yeah. And Whipple was getting lapped, too, and just like in the qualifying heat race, had contact with the third-place car. So that's a deal. When the lappers are coming, you got to get out of the way.
Yep. Just like that. Bam. Done.
Shaw, Beagle, I have a feeling they're just going to pick up where they left off out at the front because they've been having a pretty good battle right there. And also you have to wonder about the 660 or 677 of Wade Miller, who now will restart in position number 3 here.
Yeah, and it all depends on, are they going to go single file or are they going to go double file? If they go the single file route, I tell you what, it's going to benefit Ryan and Steve out there. Yeah, but it looks like they're going to double file here as the pace truck's in, just like that. We're going back green flag. We're going to see if Ryan is going to be able to do anything up top. Remember, he ran that low line for the longest time as green flag flies. We're back racing.
And, of course, like you said here, the nice thing is with that single file, they would have caught him sooner. But remember, that's only the first caution. So I'm not surprised that they went double file on that one. Is here once again, we've got a battle up top, and Michael Redding now trying to get into the mix as he goes low, looking for position number 4.
Bill Batcher around in the back, kind of saw it right there. Ouch.
That's Lightning McQueen car.
Yeah, unfortunately.
He looked somebody else too. I think it might be Bill.
Alex. Yeah, you got Bill back there, Alex. All those guys back there in the back. So unfortunate for those guys. Kind of got caught up in that.
And they just changed to single file. I just saw that come through. So
okay.
Jeffrey
Now,
Barker
this definitely will benefit of Steve Shaw now.
Well, and you get a yellow again that quick. That's what you do. You know, you go to single file at that point. And but like you said, the reality is at a quarter-mile track, 20 cars take up a lot more room on a quarter-mile track, twice the bigger than they would if they were going double file. So you are going to catch. You probably even see the back right off the start here.
And that's the thing Steve's got to be very, very mindful of. He's going to get a good jump on the restart here, but he's going to catch that back end. As you can see, the tail end is on the back stretch almost, and he's well onto the front stretch. So when it goes back green, he definitely won't take him but maybe a couple laps before if it goes any significant time, a green flag there, and he's going to catch that tail end of the lead car. So green flag flies, we're back racing in Kokomo.
And sometimes when you come into that traffic, it's better to be in second place than it is the leader. We'll see how that works out. Yeah, let them make the mistake, and then, oops, he got in a lap car. I'll drive underneath. See you later.
Maybe that's why Ryan's up top there for the moment. I mean, he's traveling up top. We've not seen him do that, all night long. But right now he's been able to hang up there. But Wayne Miller is giving him all he's got on the inside. Going to see if he can't take that spot away. Still, Ryan Beagle though for the late model series here has went up top here on that cushion. As you can see, Steve Shaw's already going to catch some lap traffic.
And they got to be careful, and that is Brad Bacher, who was already given an EOL penalty for the heat race. So they're going to be careful when they try to get around him. So Ryan Beagle might be in the driver's seat right now.
You got a lot of other lap cars right there. You see Ryan Beagle throw that thing on the top side of it. He's going to use that car, and he almost got contact. Luckily for Steve Shaw, the contact was not enough to get him out of shape or anything. Wayne Miller and company was able to make it through. Michael Redding also was still the top four. The problem is Shaw has got an angry dog up top, and he is definitely barking and trying to get another win.
And I got to give credit to Bill Bacher that time. As soon as that thing got sideways, he got right out. So nobody else got involved. So we will give him props on that.
Absolutely. Good sportsmanship shown by it right there. Ryan Beagle still running that top side cushion. He is painting that wall black right now, though, with that car. I'm going to tell you, he's got that back fender right there just hooked on it. It looks like he's up there with I don't know what you call that. What's that?
A paint roller or something?
I guess whatever. What's the things that you get? You press two things together and they heck, I don't know, folks. Never mind.
Okay.
I lost it. You know what? It'll come to me in a little bit.
There's two very distinct lines out there. That's the big thing that I'm noticing right there. You got that black line way up top. You got the line everybody's way down low. You got all that brown in the middle, and nobody's using it. And, better be careful here, Ryan, as he gets around the Bacher 103. And now second place runner Steve Shaw will do the same. But you were talking about traffic, and here we are.
Well, a lot of traffic right now. He's going to deal with the 79 who is up top there. He's going to three-wide it. He's able to take that high side cushion and be able to make it around him. Good move there. Michael Redding still hanging on to third. He's got Wayne Miller right there with him, so the battle's on for around third, fourth place spot. They got a lot of lap traffic to deal with. Steve Shaw is in the mix there. So right now, Ryan Beagle is running away from it, and he is going to go around the checkered flag and going to win this one here tonight.
Nice run, too. Had to deal with some traffic. Good job by Stephen Shaw. Michael Redding came from seventh to get third, so a nice run for him as well.
Wow. And then Michael Redding at the end right there.
I saw that.
It just says, well, you know what? Let's have some demo derby. Why not?
Yeah. Well, like you said, he was playing Kenny, right? They were going to kill him on the last lap.
I'm going to try it, man. I tell you.
They were trying. Interesting race, though. At a very tough racetrack. And what I think, and I don't know if you agree with me or not on this one, Joe, but I believe these are the toughest cars in this game to drive. What do you think?
They probably are. I mean, obviously, I have no clue because I really don't drive them. I don't know.
Give one of these a try some night. You'll be surprised. They make the sprint cars look easy, and that's saying something right there.
Well, let's bring up third place man here, Michael Redding. Let's get a word with him.
Michael, it's Doug Elkins, seventh to third. Good run for you here tonight. Tell me about the race.
Man, if we could have started up a little closer to the front, we got nailed there in the heat race. We lost a lot of track position, but fought our way back in the transfer spot. But I feel like overall, if we could have started up front and avoided the lap traffic, man, I feel like I could have walked away with this thing. I feel like I was the better car. But it is what it is. We'll take third place and be happy with it.
Yeah, it's amazing how sometimes what happens in the heat could really determine and put you in that position, because that's how it happened, right?
Yeah, things happen. We just got nailed back there in turn one and had to fight our way into the transfer spot, but it is what it is. It's racing.
Joe and I were asking, and then I guess you're the guy to ask this rather than me ask Joe, are these, at this track, one of the more tougher things to drive in this game?
I could drive anything at this track, so it just comes naturally to me for some
Gotcha.
reason. as John Hine likes to say, this is my little playhouse. So,
But some don't like this place, right? Some have trouble here, don't they,
yeah,
Michael?
a lot of people hate this place, but this is one track I circle on the schedule, and I didn't come to paint. I come to race.
Good job, man. It was fun watching you. Any thank yous you'd like to get out, Michael?
Yeah, I want to thank my team at Gambler Motorsports, my primary team, Evo Motorsports, my guys over there, Willie Whitaker. He had a rough night. Tack Designs and Hot Pit Media, which ain't on this car, but you guys for broadcasting and Roger putting on the league.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. Nice job, Michael.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
There you go, third place man, Michael Reddy. As always, he
likes this
around.
place.
He does, man, hustling around these tracks on the dirt track. So Steve Shaw came home in second here tonight. Let's get a word with him.
Steve started out front, finished second. I know that's tough. I talked to a lot of guys. They say, boy, it's tough when you finish first because there's only one way to go. Is that about right?
No, I'm happy with the night finishing second. Ryan's rolling the top pretty good there. So, and I was this fixed setup was really tight on the bottom, and I was just trying to keep the thing from pushing coming off the corner, and he finally got by me.
Gotcha. So did your car change? Did he get better? Was traffic a factor? Or how did it happen, Steven?
The top came in pretty good near the end, and Ryan was telling me. So, just happy. I got to thank you guys for doing the streams, GForce for putting it on, the division sponsors for helping with the broadcast. I thank everybody.
So you'd prefer one of your own setups, I take it, at Tiny Kokomo?
Maybe just something that turns a little better on the bottom. The car gets really tight getting off the corner. So.
I've been wondering, for guys that have experience, would you rather run your own setup or a fixed setup, or do you like knowing everybody else has what you have?
When it's fixed setup, it's up to the driver then. But open setup's fun. Either way, having a great time with the league.
Any thank yous you'd like to get in before we let you go, Steven?
Like I said, they got to thank GForce, got to thank OSRN, and thank my team over at Peerless Racing.
Nice job, man. We'll talk to you maybe third next time, right?
Hopefully.
Nice job. Thank you.
There we go, Steve Shaw Jr., man, pulling it home here tonight in second with this guy here, 2 for 2 for the night here. Ryan Beagle, Joe ain't in the booth, you got a copy?
Yep.
Well, I tell you what, I gotta ask, man, that car or the dog, which one's tired? Because, man, you just winning a lot here tonight.
I wish we could run at Kokomo every week.
Well, I gotta ask, though, here, too, you changed up a lot there. You went to the high side this time and was painting that wall as opposed to the low line. Is it just a difference in the car or setup or what?
It's more just I started on the outside and I got in a rhythm up there and I just stayed there.
Well, man, I tell you what, that pretty much is an answer in a nutshell because they don't want to give away its secret. I got it.
No,
you are fast either way. I mean, I saw what you did all week long down low, and then you went up there in the high side. And I tell you, if I'm another driver on the track, I'm gonna get worried because if we come back to Kokomo, I guess I'm gonna have to run through the infield in order to beat Ryan Beagle. But either way, you're here in the Southern Patio Enclosures Victory Lane. You pulled it home here tonight for the Thursday night madness here for the super late models of GForce Racing. You got anybody you want to thank, Ryan?
Just everybody puts this deal on and just everybody that sponsors the for the broadcast and so we can have a fun night like this.
Oh, man, I know you're having a fun night because you're 2 for 2 here tonight. Definitely dominating here at Kokomo again. I call him the Beagle Man out there, Ryan Beagle. Again, congratulations, Ryan.
Thanks, guys.
All right, there we go. Ryan Beagle, outstanding.
He wants to keep going, Joe. He wants to do a 10 o'clock race. Let's do an 11 race. Let's run everything we can here at Kokomo, right?
He definitely, you talking about Michael Reddy liking this place. Obviously, he's got to love it here because now he's pulled it off. 2 for 2, pulling off, and it is fitting because Michael was the man that came up just, I'm going to talk about a fender right behind him in the street stock right there. And then, Michael coming up in third here tonight. So both of those guys loving this place. But nonetheless, we're going to leave here tonight. It was a wild one here at Kokomo for the guys here at the GForce in the Thursday Night Madness series here.
I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't